Hello, everyone. Welcome to Just Begin, where we talk about starting a business or if we should start a business, especially while working a full time job. And today I want to talk about, to kind of give you all an update on how I am doing in my journey with quitting my job and starting my business. So, the title of today's video is I Quit My Job and Started a Business. And let's just jump right into the topic. So, as you all know, I quit my job in November, and that is the same time when I started my business. And how I survived, because when you first start your business, you are not generating any income. I lived off of my savings, and I lived off of my credit cards. So, that's kind of a scary thing when you see your account, balance decreasing, and when you are running up your credit limit, almost maxing out your credit cards. That is not the best feeling in the world. But when you are starting a business and you're going through that period where you're not generating income, sometimes you do have to go through it. So I had to toughen up and just kind of make it through, okay? And I do want to add that I didn't know how everything was going to pan out when I started, but I was so positive, and I really believed that I could do it, and I really believed that everything would work out. So I didn't give up, even though at times it did get a little bit scary. Okay, but it gets better. Just, continue listening to the story. So after that, I joined a mentorship program, I guess a couple of weeks after I started my business, because I wanted to make sure that I was setting everything up properly and that I knew exactly what I was doing. So I felt like the best thing for me to do was to be mentored by somebody who was way more successful than me, somebody who had quit their job and built a successful business. And that was the best option for me. And I do think that getting a mentor or getting a coach, whatever you want to refer to them as, I think that's a good thing when you get a business coach or a mentor, to help you with your business. I think it's smart, and I think it's being very strategic, because they may be able to answer some questions that you have as you are getting your business together, and they may their experience may help you generate income more quickly. Okay. So I do want to just mention that I have been in 3 different mentorship programs since I've started my business, and since I've been on this journey of entrepreneurship. And I did have to pay for my mentorship programs. They were not free. And the funny thing about it is, I think it was worth it. And I did 2 of my programs were kind of mid-level, kind of entry-level, the pricing, and then one was high level. I had to pay, quite a bit of money to be in that program. But it's funny because in that program where I paid the most money, that's where I learned the most. So to be honest with you, I will say that it's worth it. Okay, that is just my honest opinion. Of course, I'm not getting paid to say that. You guys should know that I am not monetized. So this is just my opinion. Okay, but you want to do research on the mentors that you get if you do get a mentor, to make sure that they have been through what you are going through. So the mentors that I went to, they did quit their job and they were running successful businesses. So I felt like that they were able to give me advice on how to be successful in doing that as well. Okay, so I wanted to add that I did have to pay for the mentorship programs, because remember, I did not have any income coming in, and I was living off of my savings and credit cards. So of course, it was kind of inevitable. I ran out of money. So yes, here I am, a single mother, trying to get this business off the ground in mentorship programs, and so I ran out of money. So what I did was I decided to not go back to work. I decided to not go back to my 9 to 5 where I was making $50,000 or $60,000 a year. It was hard to do too, because I'm like, I can go back and just jump right back into making $1,000 a week. But I knew that if I do that, then I would just go back into being an employee. and I would stop my journey of being an entrepreneur. So that is why I went through the period of getting a part-time job. That's what I did. I got a part-time job, and I delivered food for Uber Eats. Yes, I did. And I'm not ashamed of that, okay? Because sometimes you have to do what you have to do so you can pay the bills. So when I ran out of money, I definitely got a job, and I delivered food for Uber Eats. That was my part-time job. And I was able to meet whatever financial obligations I had. Of course, I still had to pay for my home. I still had to pay for my car and things of that nature. And I had to take care of my child. You know, that's part of being an adult and being responsible. So yeah, I drove for Uber Eats, and that was perfectly fine. And that kept me from going back to my 9 to 5, because I didn't want to go back there, like I said, making $1,000 a week and being comfortable in that situation. I wanted to stay uncomfortable so I could build my business. It was kind of like I had no other choice but to be successful. So of course, you know that anytime you drastically change your life and do something new, sometimes people don't agree, and they say things that are not positive, and they're kind of negative because they don't agree with what you did. So one strategy that I had to kind of offset that was I just really distanced myself from negative people and people that did not have a vision for me being a successful business owner. If they thought I was being irresponsible, or if they thought that I would never generate income in my business, to be honest with you, I just didn't talk to them. And that was easier for me because I was able to protect my mindset and focus on my goals and be positive and do what I needed to do. So just a little bit of advice: if you find that you're coming in contact with negative people that don't support your dream, and they do not want you to start a business because they feel like it is irresponsible, you may want to just not talk to those people, and this way you can continue on your journey, okay? And another thing that I did that was very helpful for me was I didn't share my big vision with everybody, okay? I always knew that I wanted to be a real estate investor, and I also knew that I wanted to work with people like me that were in my situation, single mothers or just women in general who wanted to leave their current 9 to 5 and start a business. And I wanted to work with those people, and I wanted to mentor them. So I knew that I would start a coaching business as well. And I started doing that kind of simultaneously as I built my real estate business. It just kind of made sense. So the more I learned, the more I passed it on. And that has been working out wonderfully for me. But I didn't share all those plans with everybody. I just was quiet and strategically built my businesses. And of course, this is an update, so I can tell you now that everything worked out, okay? My real estate business is successful. My coaching business is very successful, and I am currently expanding it. I started doing one-on-one coaching with different people, helping them set up their businesses, and now I've grown to actually teaching a course on real estate investing. I'm teaching people what I do and showing them how they can make money as well, and that is doing very well, which was surprising to me how fast it took off. And then I'm also creating a digital product. So I have a few things going on, and I'm so happy. But the most important thing is, of course, I was able to let my part-time job go. That was a couple of months ago. I've been able to fully sustain myself and pay all of my bills from my business for a couple of months now. My businesses are generating income, and I'm so happy. So, I had to talk kind of fast and fit all this information in, a 10-minute video, but I did want you to know that things did work out for me. I was able to quit my 9 to 5 and start a business. It was a little rocky in the beginning. I was a little broke in the beginning, but everything worked out. So, if, you were looking for maybe to get something from this video, I would say don't give up. Keep going, and you can do it. And I always like to remind you that I do have a Facebook group called Just Boss Up. It is for business owners and for future business owners. And I would like to see you in the group. Please join. We just talk about things that business owners talk about. I am active in the group, okay? So I will see if you want to join, or if you put a comment up, and I'd love to see you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.